Hey, thanks for tuning in this nice slow flow. My name is Laura and I designed this class with rituals because we believe that you're more productive during the day if you start with a clear mind. It's going to be very easy, so really go into that body, dive in, set your goals for today and start the day afresh. I hope you like it. So let's start this practice by closing our eyes and landing into our bodies. Make sure you sit in a comfortable seated position, so with both sitting bones touching the ground, a straight back, and the crown of the head reaching up towards the ceiling. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed and your hands are on your knees. And just focus on your breath. And since we're working on the water element, you might as well use the Ujjayi breath here. If you're not used to using Ujjayi, you can just be calm and focus on your breath for 4 countings in and 4 countings out. But if you want to have that nice ocean sound, you can squeeze your throat so you make a sound while breathing in and out. So it sounds like so make sure you squeeze the throat here, that it's harder to breathe in and to breathe out. So you have to put a little bit of pressure. And if you like to, you can use this breath during the whole practice because it will make you more focused. It will make you concentrate more on what you do here. But don't make it something you have to do. If you don't want to use it, it's perfectly fine. Just do whatever feels comfortable here. And let's take 10 breaths here in the seated position to really land into your body, to your mind, and to find this clarity. And on your next inhale, you can open your eyes. And you can stretch yourself all the way up to the ceiling. So you create space in the spine. And as you breathe out, you twist towards the right side. Breathe in, create space, make your spine long. And breathe out, twist towards the right. Breathe in, keep breathing. Look over your right shoulder. And use every breath out to twist some more. So as you breathe in, create space and breathe out. Staying here for one more breath. And on your next inhale, you can twist back, reach out towards the ceiling. Create that space and breathe out. Breathe in. Make yourself long again. Breathe out, twist. And again, use that breath to twist deeper, to give your spine a nice, gentle stretch here. One more breath. And breathe out, come back towards the middle. And we'll start the sequence here in a nice child's pose. So you can come on your knees. Knees are hip width apart, toes are touching. And just slowly bring your hips towards your feet. You can bring your forehead on the ground. Take 2 breaths here. And use your next inhale to come up all the way high on your knees. Your feet can be pointing backwards. And then reach up towards the ceiling. And as you breathe out, just lean to the back. So bring your hips forward and your chest backward. And on your exhale, you go down again. One more time, inhale. Come all the way up and exhale. Inhale, reach up again and exhale, come down. Inhale, come on all fours. And then round or tuck your tailbone in and bring your chest forward, look up for a nice cow. And then you breathe out and you round your back, or tuck your tailbone in. And really make those abdomen work here. So breathe in. Reach up. And exhale. And exhale. Let's do a cat-cow variation. So breathe in, come into that nice cow. And exhale, round your back and push yourself backward into a child's pose. There we go, breathe in. Hollow your back, bring the chest forward, look up. And breathe out. Round your back, come down. Breathe in. And breathe out. Last time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Then come up and reach your right hand under your left hand. So bring your shoulder on the ground for a nice twist. You can bring your ear on the ground and keep breathing here. Stay here for 5 breaths. And then use your next inhale to push yourself back towards the middle. Place your right hand on the floor and reach out with the left hand on the floor ground. Feel that nice twist in the spine, warming up the spine here. Staying here for 5 more breaths. Then use your next inhale to push yourself back on all fours. Then curl your toes under and push yourself up into a downward facing dog. So the first downward dog of this sequence, so really make yourself comfortable. If you want to bend your knees, you can bend your knees or bend them one at a time, so you walk a little bit. Just releasing that tension. It's a pose in between, it doesn't have to be perfect. And from here, use your inhale to look in between your hands and then step your right foot in between your hands. Lower the left leg and come down into this nice dragon position. Feeling the tension here in your hip joints. And really breathe yourself into the posture. So with every exhale, try to lower yourself down more to feel this intense stretch in the inside of your legs. Holding here for 5 more breaths. So really use the time here to sink into the posture. And then use your next inhale to push yourself up again. So push those hands into the floor and walk yourself up into that downward facing dog. So stretch your legs out here. Staying here for 2 breaths. And then use your next inhale again to bring your right knee into the chest, so hug it in as much as you can to make the rotation easier. Then rotate your right knee to the right side, as far out as you can. Bring it to the floor and walk your left foot backward. So you come into you feel a nice stretch in your right bum. Make sure your hips are parallel to the front of the mat. And again, keep breathing here. Find your stillness. Very nice stretch in the right side of our hips, the outside, the inside. And a very nice back bend. Five more breaths here or so. And really breathe into the tension. So if you feel a lot of tension in your buttocks, just try to breathe there. And it will relax the joints. Then inhale, push yourself up again into that downward facing dog. So your hands are pushed into the mat and you walk yourself back again. And stretch your legs out here. Make sure you maintain that long spine. 2 more breaths here. You can breathe out through your mouth. Let go of all the warmth in your body. Then you bend your right knee again and you bring it in between your hands. And then you bend your left knee and you bring it over the right. So the knees are above each other and you sit on both sitting bones, feet next to your body. And then you breathe in, making your spine long, so create that space. And then as you breathe out, you round down towards the ceiling. And you feel a very nice stretch here in your left thigh. And with every exhale, try to lower down towards the mat. So use gravity to push your body down and to feel that intense stretch in the side of your left thigh. Five more breaths here before we move to the other side. And on your next inhale, walk yourself up again. Placing your legs in front of you. And maybe you want to wiggle them out a little bit. Take away the tension. And then you cross your ankles, place them on the ground, and walk yourself back into this downward dog position. Nice yang pose, so let that heat in. Let it warm your body. 2 more breaths here. And on your next inhale, look in between your hands and place your left foot in between your hands and lower yourself down for a nice dragon. And support yourself on your left knee, so you have this nice back bend. And feel the intense stretch in your right inner thigh. Opening up the hips, stretching the hips for more flexibility. Staying here for 5 more breaths. And use that breath when you breathe out to come into the posture more. So let gravity push you down. And then use your next inhale to push yourself up again into that downward facing dog. Breathe out. And then use your inhale to bend your left knee and bend it into the chest as much as you can. And then rotate your left knee towards the left side, as much towards the outside as you can. And then slowly walk your body back. So you feel a nice and intense stretch in the left hip joint. And then you stay here. You can walk yourself even up more, so you create more of a back bend. And use that breath again to bring yourself into the posture more. By working on the water element in Yin, we believe that you work on introspection and clarity and finding who you are. And then use every exhale to lower down more and create that deep, deep stretch in your left thigh. Staying here for 5 more breaths. So really use that breath We're not too long in this posture, so try to find that stretch. And then use your inhale to bring your hands on the floor again. Tuck your right toes in and push yourself up into that nice and stretchy downward facing dog. And from here, bend your left knee again and bring it in between your hands. Then sit down and bring your right knee over the left. So you sit on both sitting bones, feet next to your body. And then breathe and create that length in your spine. And then use your next inhale to walk yourself back. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Come to sit on both sitting bones. And then breathe and make yourself tall. And for the last posture, bow down one more time, round the back. And what you want to do here ideally is trying to bring the nose towards the knees. But if you can't reach that, you can just hold on to your ankles or to your shins and stay here. Last humble pose before we end today's flow, today's sequence. And with every exhale, try to go down more. Again, 5 more breaths here. And then use your inhale to come up again. And maybe you want to move a little bit from side to side. And we'll stop this sequence here, so you can lay down and take a nice savasana and relax some more, or start the rest of your day with a clear mind, hopefully. Thank you for joining in. I hope you liked it, and I hope to see you next day. Namaste.